So hey guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to another MotoGP 19 career mode video, and here we are for the next round. It's going to be our home Grand Prix at our brand new team in the on the Pramac Ducati, of course. So hopefully we've been doing pretty well over the last few races. Hopefully we can carry that on, especially at our home Grand Prix. As you can see, we are just 2 points behind Valentino Rossi, who is then a further 46 points behind Ovi. That's pretty funny, obviously his numbers, so that's an interesting one. Anyway, we've got enough development points to invest in, well, we can invest in something that's going to cost 50, so I'm going to go for, what am I going to go for? We'll go for, we're going to go for traction control. Improve the traction control, that'll do nicely. So we spent some R&D points, so let's get straight into the British Grand Prix. So it is time to head out for our first development test, which will be the quick lap simulation. Get us all dialed in to the Silverstone circuit, ready for the British Grand Prix. So in the end, it was enough to take the fastest lap of the free practice 1 session, so hopefully that's enough to get us straight into Q2. So let's head into qualifying and find out. So as you can see, it was enough to make it into Q2, straight up there, just ahead of our teammate Jack Miller, in fact. So we're pretty much on pace so far this weekend. We want to try and push a little bit harder because it is a home Grand Prix, so I think we got a little bit more pace in the bag if we can just find it and dig deep, and then we should be able to get ourselves a decent qualifying position for the race. So we're straight into Q2, of course. Let's strap on some fresh rubber and head out for our first flying lap. Here we go then, starting our first flying lap, coming around the final corner to start it. Again, a good run onto the straight. Let's head into turn 1 a little bit wide. Let's try not to run a little bit wide. Oh god, we get away with it. Just about, I think. So, didn't even see Marquez there. He's ducking out the way for us very kindly. Making our way through turns 2, 3, 4 into turn 5. Exit on 5. Get a good exit as we come through turn 6. Chapel onto this straight then. And let's see what the rest of the lap is like so far. It is pretty good. Going fastest overall right now. Whoa! Marc Marquez just completely wiped us out. What? How do I get a replay of that? Let's just take a replay. That is absolutely crazy. Look at this. He just comes absolutely flying and wipes us out. What is he doing? Are we going really slow through there or something? Is that the problem, Marquez? I don't even know if we were going slow through there. I felt like I was going as quick as I could, but Marquez obviously didn't think so and completely wiped us out. So that's a bit annoying. Just about making it on the brakes, perfect, into 16, round into Luffield. We're going to exit the final corner and hopefully we can get ourselves a good position for the race. What is it going to be? I don't think it's that good of a lap time, to be honest. I think we can go quicker. 2011, I think we can go quicker than that. So as you can see, we're going to come out the final corner any second now. We had a fastest first sector, a poor second sector. We brought it back for a personal best in the third. And what is this going to be as we come across the line? It's going to be a 1. Oh, it's going to be a 2-minute 1. 2-minute flat, 0.154. I don't feel like I can extract any more pace out of this without being able to follow anyone, but in the end it's P8, just ahead of our teammate, so we match our practice time, so not too bad. Like I say, we're on the pace, but Marquez, Rossi, Dovi go much quicker than us in the race, well, in the qualifying session so far, so we're going to have to switch up the tyres. Medium, I think we're going to have to go for, and it's going to be a 5-lap race here at the British Grand Prix. So, you can see we clipped Dovi on the warm-up lap there. That was pretty weird from the AI. Right, let's get ourselves ready. Starting from the middle of row 3. We've got our teammate right behind us, and our rival Vinales just ahead of us. So, we got a bit of work to do at the start of this Grand Prix. I'm playing on a new monitor as well, so it feels pretty weird. So, I'm getting used to the visuals on this new monitor, but here we go then, getting a massive wheelie, and you can see Ian only flying past us on the Aprilia. Jack Miller goes around the outside of everyone and finds his way up into P3. I'm going to try and follow suit as we go around the outside, find our way up into P4 hopefully, and someone's clipped our rear tyre. It's Danilo Petrucci, and oh my god, there's a huge crash up ahead, and that is the top 3 wiped out. What on earth has happened at the start of this Grand Prix? Oh my god, I think you've never had the craziest start to a MotoGP race in a career mode ever. That is absolutely crazy. We're fighting with Valentino Rossi, but I mean, for now I want to take a look at a replay. Right then, coming through turn number 1, you can see we got a pretty nice start, and then it was just about here as we exit turn 1, coming into turn 2, where Danilo Petrucci, he clipped our rear tyre. It was pretty tight. You can see we almost made contact with Valentino there. I mean, where is the main man himself, Danilo Petrucci? Here he goes. Oh, it's just 3 into 1, and then his bike goes off somewhere, and I'm not sure who got tangled at the front. So let's take a look at this then. 4 wide into turn 2. Oh god, there was not a lot we could do. His bike must have carried on and hit some people up the road. I still can't figure out what's going on at the start. Well, let's ride on board with Jack Miller then, because he got wiped out, and we'll get a better view. Yep, look, there goes Petrucci's bike. Oh, and it's Rins that wiped everyone out. Oh, Rins got shunted forward. Just take a look on board with Rins then. Final camera angle. You can see he got caught and sent up the road, across the corner, into the back of Jack Miller and Vizioso. Absolutely wiped everyone out. That is crazy stuff. I don't know what's going on with the camera angle here. It's something to do with this new monitor, I think. But anyway, we are trying to fight Mir. Well, not fight him, trying to catch up to him. Valentino's through. We're actually fighting with Valentino, so we got our work cut out trying to fight the Italian, who hasn't had the best of form in the recent season. I mean, what is going on? He just keeps getting involved in crashes and keeps DNFing. It's probably no fault of his own, but it's just really annoying to watch as a Valentino fan. But anyway, we're into P6 as we're halfway through lap number 1. Got a bit of work to do here at the British Grand Prix. Our pace is mediocre. We've had a good start and an absolutely entertaining start from a viewer's perspective, but from our point of view it's been pretty tame, so we need to try and find some pace. We need to be a bit more explosive with our pace and try and like I say, look after the tyres. It's all about the race pace. We've always had good race pace in this career mode so far. We've got Vinales and Oliveira behind, battling it out. If I can just get these medium tyres dialed into race mode, get ourselves some good consistent lap times. I mean, right now we're not doing the best in terms of form. What's the gap to Valentino? We were never on front runner pace this race, but we're going to try and build on pace. We've got a massive gap to the guys behind. Marina Miller back battling it out, so Miller is back in P22. Sirens making his way up through the field. We are 1.6 seconds off of Valentino. We've got his teammate to worry about, who is just behind us. I'm not feeling the pace around here at Silverstone today on this Ducati for some reason. Something feels off. Something feels different, but we're in a bit of no man's land at the minute. Braking a bit earlier, could have broke a bit later, but we pick up a good line anyway. Power out of there. Round turn 10. Just about trying to hold on to this rear tyre. Anti-wheelies kicking around. It's all about the medium speed corners around here at Silverstone. Long flowing corners, and it's all about making these tyres last. So far the rear feels like it's wearing a little bit quicker, and you can see that down the bottom right from the meter readings. But here we go, round turn 14. What's the gap? Is it still 1.6 seconds? Looks like we're struggling to close the gap now. We're on pace with these guys up ahead. Tito Rabat is down. It's 2.1 seconds, so we're not even on pace. They're pulling away, but we're keeping the gap about just over a second to the guys behind. So at least we can hopefully hold on to P6. But again, I'm running it wide at turn 16. Brooklands into 17 at Luffield. So It's all about the time when it come across the line. Are we going to be able to close in a little bit? It was 2.1 seconds up to Valentino. 59.8 from Rins. That is a solid lap time. We're about a second off of that pace. Rins just proving we probably should have gone to Suzuki, although we have had 2 wins for the Pramac team, so I'm really chuffed with my choice to go to the Pramac Ducati team. But Valentino is trying to make moves up the road. These guys battle up ahead. It'll give us a chance to get a few more points for ourselves in the championship. We are just 2 points off of Valentino, so ideally we should be trying to beat him. We're now 1.6, so we're closing in. Can we keep the momentum going over the course of this lap? We're in no man's land at the minute. We've got a gap to bridge up the road. And it's always hard to bridge a gap, especially if you don't know where your pace is at a track. That makes it even harder. It's easier when you've got someone right in front of you to try and follow. I mean, we have got the guys up the road we're trying to follow, and you can see we are visually close, but we ran a bit deep there at turn 8 and 9. I'm struggling with the rears. Oh, nasty rear end on this bad boy. Probably could do with a hard rear. Not gonna lie. Said I'd never use a hard rear again on career mode. Got someone right behind me, so we've obviously gone pretty slow. This must be Marquez or Dovi, because I've just noticed that right behind me. Oh, it's Dovi. Yep, front runner pace, you can tell, because he's closed that gap real quick as he brought Vinales with him. I really do hope not. Really hope not. We've only got 2 more laps to try and keep him at bay. It's going to be a tough one, but he's someone that can bridge the gap, so maybe we just concede and try and follow him to bridge the gap. I mean, got to be quite clever about this. Vinales is getting stuck in behind, so maybe Vinales and Dovi will battle it out and we won't even have to worry about them. We're improving each lap ever so slightly by a couple of tenths, which is good. Good building on the pace, but still keeping about 2.1 seconds up to the guys ahead, which isn't what we want. We're dropping Vinales a little bit through that last sector and hopefully through this first sector as well. It's then the next 2 sectors where our lap times suffer. But we should be okay. 2 seconds up the road is Valentino. Come on. After that crazy start from Jack Miller. Look at this. Dovi straight up our inside. We're just so slow through that little sector of corners, and he's trying to hold it up our inside, but we cut him off just about. Dovizioso has nowhere to go. We've lost so much time over that little middle sector there. That is so frustrating. Braking. We've only got 1 more lap to go, and the rear tyre feels like it could give way at any moment as Dovizioso comes up the inside. Let's try and stick with him, get him back. P6 would have been nice for us, so I'm going to try stick with the full factory Ducati man. We're on the same bike, but he just has the full factory support. Hopefully we can do good coming out of this final corner. 2:01.5, that's a terrible lap time. Here we go, let's follow Dovizioso through into turn 1. A little bit wide, we're just not getting the grip from that medium front tyre that we want. A little bit late on the brakes as well, which doesn't help. Here we go, Dovi. We're on a slightly different line to him, but it's very close. This time we should be able to pick up the slipstream on Dovizioso. Coming down this next straight, pick up some slipstream and hopefully we'll find a way through, but he is quick in a straight line. Not able to close in on the brakes. He's still right there, a little twitch from the rear tyre. Get away with it. No, braking. We're sticking with him, see what I mean? If you just follow someone right in front of you, then you can generally keep with them, but not if your rear tyre does things like that. Here we go. Where does he brake coming to this next corner? It's a little bit late to figure out braking zones on the last lap of the race, but it's working for him. Whatever Dovi's doing, he's on some good pace, and we're trying to follow him. The bike's just a little bit slower to react than his, so that's what you expect when you get the full factory support on your setup and stuff. He is bridging this gap, and we're sort of going with him. But we got no pegs. Look at that. We just couldn't put the power down. Couldn't make it grip Vinales isn't able to bridge the gap, so Dovi just on a different planet today in terms of pace. And Rossi has made his way past the Suzuki of Rins? No, Mir. It's going to be Mir, and Rins had that awful crash at the start of this Grand Prix. And we're going to be coming around. Oh no, Alex Rins took the win. That probably helped him, that crash, cutting that corner. But we take 7th place, a very mediocre result. We will be hoping for something better in the next episode. But I think we do have a transfer window now. We're still in 3rd in the championship, so that's okay. Dovi still leads, but that crash really could have affected this championship. So let's go and see if we've got any new contract offers. I don't even know if I want to leave Pramac. I mean, Pramac have been really good to us, but giving us a really good bike for the end of this season. Right then, so the offers on the table are pretty much the same. We've got one for LCR Honda Idemitsu. We've got the Tech 3 KTM. We've got the Suzuki. And of course, we've got the Pramac. And I think the Suzuki is a little bit better than the Pramac. So I'm going to go and join Suzuki. I'm going to try a new bike. We may as well before we settle down in the next season with a full factory team, hopefully. We are obviously a full factory team, but it isn't one of the better full factory teams. So in the next episode, you will see that we will have joined Suzuki. But for now, I will see you in the next one.